Well, welcome to the Sports Showcase event on Harvard TV. I'm Don Morrison. We're at Edgewood High School tonight. It's the Edgewood Rams taking on the Patterson Mill Huskies. Bob Solberg in a game between two teams that are 13-1, 13-2 if you count the game that doesn't count to the regions as far as Edgewood's concerned. One team, Edgewood, coming in an 8-game win streak. Patterson Mill a 10-game win streak. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
No, and one of those win streaks is going to end tonight, but I am looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's a game again between a team in the Tidings division and a team in the Hatem division, so they just play each other one time. Both teams have a chance to win their division, and Barb, they could see each other again in the playoffs, in the UCBAC playoffs, when they have that 4-team playoff that occurs after the regular season's over.
Yeah, that should be fun. Unfortunately, Patterson Mill will still have an injury. They won't be at full strength, unfortunately.
Yeah, we talked about that Patterson Mill coming in, the big injury to Adriana Adriana, who hurt her knee in that game against Aberdeen. It was a blowout against Aberdeen, sort of in the late goings. She got hit from the side, and now she has an ACL tear. The freshman out for the year, and as you know, Barb, that's like a 10-12-month injury. That could affect her in next year as well.
Absolutely, and she's a leading scorer. She has a twin sister on the team who's also very productive. Hopefully she can pick up some of the points.
Yeah, we're talking about Andriana Nexus, the freshman. Again, we talked about tearing her ACL, averaging 12 points, 4 steals, 4 rebounds. So if you're Jeff Burrows, the coach for North Harford, how do you replace your star player, your leading scorer?
Well, we talked to him before the game. He says defense is what they're known for, and they're going to need that tonight. Now, I don't know how much defense she provided, but hopefully the other 4 players are going to be equally as tough on defense. It's going to be tough because Edgewood averages 60 points a game.
You're looking, though, at a team, Patterson Mill, that holds teams to less than 40 points a game. In fact, they've only scored 40 points twice, the opponents against them during the year. A little bit misleading because they played some teams that are not of their caliber, and they have what's called a running clock in the second half. So it sort of shortens the game. It has the other team scoring less, but also a player like Riley Madsen, who averaged 16 points a game last year, this year is averaging 10 points. Not because she's not playing as well, but because she just hasn't been able to play the entire game.
Right, that rule makes the game go quicker, obviously, but you're right, both teams score less when that rule is in place.
Patterson Mill is a 1A school, Edgewood a 3A school, so they won't meet in the postseason. Talking about the state playoffs, they again will possibly meet in the UCBAC championships. Patterson Mill will play Falston next week. Falston is up on them because Falston is the only loss that Patterson Mill has this year, losing 44-43 in overtime. So a big game coming up next Tuesday, this game being played on a Thursday night. So again, if you're Jeff Burrows, the coach of Patterson Mill, yes, this is a very important game. It counts for region seedings. It counts for bragging rights because you've got 2 teams that are at the top of their divisions. But it's not a critical game in terms of your standing.
No, it's not a critical game, and with their star player being out, I think this is kind of a good, not to say a warm-up game, but essentially it is for the playoffs.
Wes Laguerre, who is the 7th-year head coach of the Edgewood Rams, he's got a senior-laden team. You'll be impressed that all 5 of their starters are seniors. 2 of them, Sam Donovan and J.L. Erickson, who have played together on the varsity, Barb, all 4 years.
Yeah, and I don't know if we should mention her weight, but J.L. Erickson is 17 points away from getting 1,000 points.
Yeah, Sam Donovan got her 1,000th point last week, and now J.L. Erickson is just 17 points away from getting her 1,000 points. And what a milestone that is, Barb. You have to play a lot of games for a lot of years and score a lot of points to get 1,000 points.
And you got to stay healthy.
You do. Speaking of that, Sam Donovan missed 7 games last year with an ankle injury. J.L. Erickson was plagued with injuries in her freshman and sophomore year. But, knock on wood, they are healthy this year. And here is now the starting lineup for the Patterson Mill Huskies. Sophia Marchena, she is a sophomore guard, number 1. Sophia Trent is the point guard, a senior. She's number 2. Riley Madsen, this is the young lady we're talking about. She's played 4 years of varsity.
Senior Riley
Riley Crane is the senior guard, number 15.
And number 13, a freshman,
Auntie Nexus is a freshman. She is one of the twins, Adriana Nexus and Auntie Nexus. Played for Jeff Burrows since they were in the 4th grade. Here's Wes Laguerre and the Edgewood Rams dressed in the white uniforms.
Number 1, senior
Chris Lang is a guard. You don't have to say senior because they're all seniors.
Senior
Sam Donovan. Bob, you're going to be impressed with this young lady, Sam Donovan. All around great player. And here she is, J.L. Erickson, the senior, just about ready for her 1,000th point tonight, perhaps.
Senior Samaya Head.
Samaya Head comes out of Joppatown. She's a transfer a couple of years ago from Joppatown.
Senior Jasmine Jordan.
Jasmine Jordan is the senior, the forward, number 23. Jasmine Head, of course, her dad, Jermaine Head, was the coach at Joppatown for many years. Her brother's playing pro ball in Spain now. Now to honor our country, here is our national anthem. Barb, to make things even more interesting tonight, Jasmine Jordan, playing for Edgewood, is a transfer from Patterson Mill. A couple of years ago, she played at Patterson Mill, started her career there. Also, the vice principal, they call them assistant principals now, Josh Clemmer, I'm sorry, his daughter plays for Patterson Mill. So I asked him before the game, I said, who are you rooting for? And he tried to combine the two teams' names. How'd you like to be the assistant principal of Edgewood and your daughter playing for Patterson Mill?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could handle that one. That's a tough one.
Oh, that's going to be tough. So we're just about ready to get underway. Patterson Mill in the teal uniforms with the black trim and the white trim. Silver trim, I guess it really is. Edgewood in the white with the red. The Rams coming in at 13-2. Patterson Mill at 13-1. 8-game winning streak for Edgewood. A 10-game winning streak for Patterson Mill. Riley Madsden will be jumping center against young lady Samaya Head. Just about ready for the game to get underway, and here we go from Edgewood High School. Taken by the Rams into the hands of Erickson. That's Erickson, number 11. Over to Donovan. Inside it goes. Pass a little bit wild. Recovered there by Sophia. Check it by Chris Lang. Ball will stay here with Edgewood. 30-second shot clock. 20 seconds showing on the clock. Barb, you played a lot of basketball with people for a long time. 4 years these two, Erickson and Donovan, have played together. That's a big advantage. For three, it's off the back of the rim, no good. Donovan lets it go out of bounds. It's going to go to Patterson Mill.
That's a huge advantage because you first of all, you're friends. I'm sure they're friends, and then you get to know their strength of play.
Here comes Patterson Mill now in the first minute of action. That's Madsen. Short shot hits the front of the rim. Big rebound comes to, and the basket is going to be made. Good job there, quickly putting it in as Auntie Nexus, the freshman. So the first 2 points goes to Patterson Mill. Barb, that's big.
That is big. They said their defense was a strength. They held Edgewood, and then came back and scored.
They're playing that matchup zone almost, it looks like. Open Donovan for three. Sam Donovan.
You know, you mentioned her, I think last year I watched her play. It was one of her first games back, and I think she put up 30 points that game. It was amazing to watch.
She hits about 34% from the three-point line. So it's 3-2 the advantage for Edgewood. Edgewood playing that matchup man-to-man. Foul is going to be called. Riley Crane putting the shot up. It's going to be a two-shot foul Crane will be shooting to. Looks like the foul is going to go against.
I think Samaya Head.
Yeah, number 12. First shot does not find the mark. Riley Crane, senior, averaging 6 points and makes the second one. So we're tied at 3. Donovan, the point guard. Head. Into the corner. Erickson looking for 3. Long. Rebound. Comes off to Crane. Here comes the Huskies.
Patterson Mills doing a good job underneath the boards, only giving Edgewood 1 shot.
Moving the ball well. Trent doesn't get the shot to fall. Rebound comes Edgewood. Here's Head with the ball. Check it, that's Jasmine Jordan, number 23. Erickson, back out front it comes. Inside. Jordan. And the shot, not sure that was the pass they were looking for.
No, when she got the ball to her, she did a great job without traveling.
Jordan makes the basket, and we're up now 5-2-3, the lead for Edgewood. Trent. Nexus, the freshman, puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Donovan with the rebound. Barb, she's a freshman, Nexus. She doesn't act like a freshman.
No, that was a great move.
Looking for 3, short, rebound. That's Crane with the rebound. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Boy, if you're Patterson Mill, this is what you want, a low-scoring game. Back out it comes. Inside. Boy, great passing. Shot will not fall. Rebound Crane, blocked on the inside. Up again it goes, and good by Trin.
A great rebound, and she just found a way to get that up on the board.
Trin, the smallest person on the floor, gets the rebound, gets the basket.
I don't think anybody saw her.
There you go. That's a thought. Just kind of hide among the trees, right? Into the corner, looking for 3. Long, rebound Erickson, thinks about the shot, almost has it taken away, and now hits it smartly off the leg of her Patterson opponent, Trin. It'll stay with Edgewood. Shot clock at 26.
Yeah, that move she just there, putting it off of Patterson Mills, that's an experience move.
You're right. That's not something you do when you just pick up the basketball at first. Into the corner, Erickson. 3, rattles around. Long rebound comes out. Basket no good. Rebound to Madsen. Shot by Jordan, just wouldn't fall. Nice pass. Basket good. Got it again by Nexus. Nexus with 2 more points. She's got 4. And the lead goes to Patterson Mill by 7-5. Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. It's a quick game so far. Both teams are doing a good job underneath the boards. For the most part, limiting second shot opportunities.
We're talking to Jeff Burrows before the game, the coach for Patterson Mill. Here's the replay you'll see on this great pass and great shot. Keep an eye on how Patterson Mill gets the ball ahead. That's Nexus, again, the freshman who knows, hey, I'm open, and the person who passed it to her didn't catch who that was.
I didn't either, but she almost got too far under the basket. She did a great job getting that up.
Talking again to Jeff Burrows, he said he's coached the Nexus twins. There's Wes Laguerre, by the way, talking to his team, along with the assistant coaches for Edgewood. Krista Minatry, Karan Chase, and Morez Lee, the assistant coaches for Edgewood. Patterson Mill, Mike Kelly, and Sean Brady, the 2 assistant coaches. So a 2-point lead for Patterson Mill. We're halfway through the first period. Donovan. Back out to Erickson. Now Donovan looking for 3. Got it. Sam Donovan. She's got 6, 2 3 balls.
Yeah, she gets that ball up quick too. She doesn't hold it very long.
Inside it goes to Madsen. Left-handed hook. Won't fall. Rebound out of bounds. It goes. It'll stay here with Patterson Mill. You could see Samaya Head can't believe it. It was off the teal, but nope, the officials say no, it was off of you. Dragging the ball in for Patterson Mill. Nexus, I'm sorry. Looking for someone to throw to, gets it out front. That's Crane. Crane puts it up. Rebound battled for. Crane gets it back somehow. Back out front it comes. That's Crane. Inside it comes. Knocked away, but it's going to go off the leg of Riley Madsen.
Yeah, and Edgewood applying a little defense on that series.
Talking about Erickson, who has almost 1,000 points. Madsen has 900 plus points this year. You know, the thought was that she would get to 1,000 easily, but because they've had so many blowout games, she's been limited in her opportunities. So showing her unselfishness, not just trying to put the points up. Inside, boy, moving the ball.
Good
Wow.
passing.
It's like a hot potato. Erickson driving one-hander, won't fall. Rebounded, good. That by Jordan. No, check it by Head, Jamaya Head. Jeff Rawls, one of the three referees, Dave Snyder and Steve Mason, his partners. Madsen. Shot clock. Up, doesn't draw iron. Rebound comes off into the hands of Chris Lang. Lang driving. Foul is going to be called. Going to be a blocking foul against Patterson Mill.
Yeah, both teams are looking to run when they get that defensive rebound. They're looking to run.
Chris Lang, senior, shooting 2, averaging 5.2 points per game, 2.5 steals, 3 assists. Looking for a junior college next year, wants to play basketball on the next level. Patterson making a sub. They don't have many bodies there. Second one good. Only have 9 active players. We have one player with a broken ankle and the other almost the backcourt.
That may become an issue the way this game's going with fatigue later on.
Erickson with the interception and the pass. Great pass on the Donovan with the rebound. How did she get up over all those players without fouling? Erickson gives it up into the corner. Lang. Rebound Madsen. Here comes Trin.
Yeah, I thought Erickson could have put that one up if she wanted to. Yep, yeah, you're right about being not unselfish.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to be a little selfish, huh?
A little bit. Sometimes your coach wants you to be.
Well, great give and go. Walking is called. Good call there by the official right on the spot. And that's Dave Snyder.
And now we got a timeout by Patterson Mill.
Rest of the game trying to pump his team up.
That might be how this game goes, back and forth.
I'm liking it.
I'm loving it.
We were hoping we would see this kind of a game, and so far we have. Patterson Mill again coming in with missing Andriana Nexus, their freshman star, 12 points a game. And we talked to Jeff Rose before the game. He didn't know how his team would come out. Just getting the news that it is an ACL tear, and she will be gone for the rest of the year plus. But it looks like right now they're kind of all hands on deck and coming together.
Right, and this is their first game since she went out with their injury, so they should be a little bit skeptical, I think, but they're doing a great job.
Absolutely. Here come the Rams now with that 4-point lead. Chris Lang, the senior, with the ball. Erickson. Great ball movement.
Oh, what a pass.
Great pass, great shot. The pass from Jordan to Head. Head with the 2-pointer.
And with the easy finish.
That's when seniors have played together for a lot of years. Donovan almost knocks it away. Sam Donovan looking to play at Towson University next year. Her running mate Erickson also going to Towson, but JL says she's going to concentrate on her physical training major. Oh, Donovan takes it away.
3 on
Leading
2.
the break. Takes it all the way and gets it.
great
Sam
play.
Donovan. Wow. He's got 7. Chance for 8. Donovan averaging 14.9 points per ball game. Got her 1,000th career point last week. She's so limber in terms of being able to maneuver her body.
And coming off that injury, that's good.
Erickson gives it up. Donovan, you're looking for 3 from the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to Crane.
Yeah, Patterson Mill may have to start getting a hand in Donovan's face when she's out there at the 3-point line.
Erickson almost takes it away. Boy, what a ball hawk, huh? Coming up with the 1-minute mark. Patterson Mill down by 8 now. They were leading just about 2 minutes ago. Crane, Madsen is going to go out of bounds and it will go to Edgewood. Boy, Barb, danger time here for Patterson Mill.
It could be. Edgewood called that timeout, and since then they've come out like gangbusters. They're cooking on all cylinders, offense and defense.
Great ball movement from the corner. Erickson yet to score. Rebound Trin. Trin finds a person up ahead, trying to make the basket, unable to get it in. That's a new player in the game. That's Riley Simmering, number 12 in the game. Riley, a sophomore. Coming up on the 20-second mark. They can hold it for the last shot. Erickson, Donovan, driving, short jumper, gets it. Donovan, she's got 10 here in this first period.
She got a hand on that ball too.
Trent coming back in. Trent and Nexus in for Patterson Mill. 9.7 seconds left. It's Donovan again. Are there like 2 or 3 number 3s on the court? It seems like she's
it
everywhere.
It does seem like that.
Nexus puts up the jumper. Off the backboard, won't fall. Rebound, that's Trin. Check it, it's Crane who gets the rebound and will get a chance to shoot 2.
That foul's on Samaya Head, her second. Have to keep our eye on that.
Yeah. Head will sit down momentarily. Coming in to take her place is Alasia Bissett. Alasia Bissett. Sorry, Alasia. Missing them both. Rebound, got to put it up. Going to be blocked.
Guess
not
who?
scoring.
Guess who blocked it?
Number 3 again?
Number 3.
I'm going to keep track. There's got to be like maybe 2 or 3 of them out there. Boy, a great spurt there by the Rams. The game was very close, and then all of a sudden, Edgewood, as you said, Barb, after that timeout that Wes Laguerre called, he must have put some fire into them because they did go gangbusters toward the end.
Especially on the defensive end. They still continue to push shots up, but on the defensive end, they have been stingy with letting Patterson Mill get any shots off.
10 points for Sam Donovan, 2 3-pointers, and then 2 regular baskets for 10 points. There you see Wes Laguerre. Wes, the coach, check, that is not Wes. That is Karan Chase, the assistant coach. Wes Laguerre is over there as well. Wes Laguerre, who is a PE teacher, that's he leaning over there in the jacket at Edgewood Middle School. He's been here for 7 years now. Has led the Rams back from, if you go back a few years, they were like doormats in the league. And now, I mean, you know, they are tough. Now, they've got 5 seniors starting for them.
Yeah.
What does that mean next year? Do they have to rebuild?
Yeah, and you've got Sam Donovan and Dale Erickson. You got a good foundation.
Especially since they played together all these years. And you've got 2 transfers, actually a 3rd transfer we'll talk about later, who's come to the program over the years. Now, Patterson Mill, who found themselves pretty close with that 7 points, now hasn't scored for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, they've really got to keep this game close. They can't let it get out of control.
Thinking about Nexus thinks about it.
There's that defense.
Crane. Nexus driving. Madsen double teamed. Ball taken away by Chris Lang. From the corner, looking for three, short. That was Jordan with that shot. Antina Nexus had 4 points in that first period. The only player with more than 2. Donovan, that's the 5-second call. My goodness. Or no, they called a timeout. Looks like they beat the 5-second call by calling a timeout.
Yeah, that was a wise call.
It was.
Donovan had her trapped over there on the sideline. It didn't look like her teammates were coming to help.
And you're right, when you've got that sideline, you've got the midcourt line, the sideline, and then the player. So
and
you've got
Donovan.
like 3 on 1. Yeah. Donovan's like 3 players at her own self. So impressed with the job that Donovan has done tonight and all year long. Here's a 4-year player, 1,000 points and more, averaging 14.9, 3.2 steals, 5.1 assists. Headed to Towson next year.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Erickson has not put up a shot yet?
She's put up a couple shots, but has not scored.
Okay.
You're right.
I saw her pass up a few shots that I
Yeah.
thought she could have taken.
Now remember, she's the young lady 17 points away from reaching the 1,000-point mark. Do you think that kind of plays into her head, much as you'd like it not to?
I think it does. I really do. I don't think you could not keep it in the back of your mind.
They are very unselfish, and you know that's not number one goal that she's looking for.
Yeah, and this isn't the last game of the
No.
season, so she's got some other games.
Yeah. And again, we're talking about teams that are in different divisions. The Hatem division, Edgewood, they are 8-0 in the Hatem division. In the Tidings division, Patterson Mill has that one loss to Falston. They're playing Falston next week. If they can beat Falston, no matter what happens here tonight, they will win the Tidings division. Good cutoff. Oh, nice job by Madsen. Unable to get it to fall. Donovan comes away with the rebound.
Tough pass.
Erickson ends up getting it.
Good defense. Broke up
Thinking
the
about it.
momentum.
Lang driving, short jumper, won't fall. There's the first 2 points for Erickson. Gets it on the rebound. Oh, great defense. Taken away though by Patterson Mill.
Three!
That's the
There
one
go.
you needed.
That might take the lid off that basket.
Riley Crane with a 3. She's got 4 now. First points for
They
Patterson
needed that
Mill.
bucket.
19-10, down by 9. Donovan with the drive, gives it up. Erickson back out front. Thinking about 3, now taking 2. No good. That was
Patterson
Jordan.
Mill has to capitalize on these opportunities.
Nexus gets it into Madsen. Madsen, the left-handed hook, and she
Oh,
gets the
nice.
ball.
Remember, she's playing with 2 fouls.
That's Madsen, her first 2-pointer of the night. She's the top scorer now that Adriana Nexus is no longer playing because of the injury. Crane looking for 3. Lang, I should say. Rebounded. Cross-court pass to Jordan. Lots of time on the shot clock. Erickson looking for 3. No, long. Doesn't draw iron. Donovan. Nope, it's going to go to Patterson Mill. Sam Donovan, not only a good player in terms of her ability, but what a hustler. Hustles all over the court. Riley Crane. Marchina, number 1, had it. Now it's Nexus. Crane, running one-hander, won't fall.
Good rebound.
Nice rebound by number 13, Anthi Nezis, the freshman.
She got that one up quick, too.
Got fouled, a chance to add to her 4 points. Patterson Mill has 5 points here, now 6 in this second period. Cut the lead to 19-13. 6-2 now. Patterson Mill has outscored Edgewood in this second period. Donovan loses the ball, taken away. Driving, can't get it to fall. Battling for the rebound. Nexus out of bounds. The ball on the inline. If that ball had fallen, that would have been a big turnaround for
That
Patterson
would have
Mill.
been. That would have been. And 3 Edgewood players got back quickly, and she still got that ball up.
Chris Lang, the southpaw senior, point guard. Erickson. Back to Lang. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 5. Erickson puts it up. Tough shot. Rebound Madsen. Boy, great defense that time by Patterson Mill. Marchina. Back to Marchina. Up.
Oh, that's a great look.
Lang, what a rebound.
Just couldn't convert.
Chris Lang driving. Front of the rim. No basket taken away again by Lang, though.
Edgewood's looking to slow it down.
Erickson firing the 3. Front of the rim, no good.
I'll tell you, every time they shoot the ball, it looks like it's going to go in.
Good rotation on the ball. Trin gets it to Crane. Left-handed. That was Marchino, unable to get the ball. Up and no, the ball won't go, but the foul will be called. Erickson go to the line, shooting 2. Erickson missing the first. Erickson's an 83.3% free throw shooter.
Wow.
Makes the second.
That's impressive.
Yeah, for high school
For
basketball,
high school, yeah. That's
you're shooting 83%.
Yeah.
That's
I think in my days, he shot 65%. That was considered good.
Erickson with the takeaway to Lang. Lang will shoot it and make it.
I think they forgot she was left-handed. That was pretty easy for her.
Crane. Madsen. Back to Crane driving. What a rebound by Madsen. Puts it up left-handed, won't fall. Keeps it alive. Crane has it. Trin. Madsen, great pass, great conversion.
Play.
Riley Madsen with her 4th point of the night. Has her team back within 7. But that was a great look by Erickson shooting that 3. Front of the rim, still no good. Jump ball, it'll stay here with Edgewood.
Looks to me like Patterson Mill's trying to get the ball inside more and shoot. We'll see how it goes, but they may have to start making some shots from outside.
Taken away. That's Nexus.
Wise to
Gets it
hold
off
up.
to Trin.
Good for Edgewood.
Crane inside to
back.
Madsen. Turning left-handed, good. Madsen, she's got 6 this period. Here come the Huskies. Timeout called, and you can see Jeff Burrows over there happy with the way his team has come back here with 2 minutes left in the second period. Boy, nice job by the by the Huskies. You know, we talked about it being a danger point. Well, they've answered that danger.
They have.
Here's a replay. You'll see great pass. Turns to her right, then using the offhand.
Left hand and no backboard.
Yep. Riley Madsen, 900 points plus in her career. Headed for Xavier next year to play lacrosse. She's one of those rare three-sport players. You don't see that many, Barb, in this day and age.
No, I'm glad to see that. I like that.
Lacrosse player, volleyball player. Patterson Mill lost in the state finals last year in volleyball. I told her before the game, I was talking to her, I said, "You're still here? It seems like you've been here for like 6, 7, 8 years. She looked at me like, "What are you talking about?" She's been a varsity player in those three sports all those years.
Unfortunately, in high school, you don't get the red shirts.
Yeah. And you can't, like, you know, get like an extra year maybe or something.
No.
They're looking at it real closely. Inside 2 minutes now. 5-point lead for Edgewood. Oh, great defense.
Yep, tough defense.
Taken away. That smothering defense.
Oh,
just a bit high.
They're looking to run and had a slight opening.
Right idea.
Yeah, that would have been a tough pass and a tough conversion.
Rams have Samaria Lewis, number 4, a junior in the ball game. Donovan coming back in. Jordan with the basketball. Taken away. That's Crane. Driving. Can't get it to fall. Erickson looking for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound. Into the corner. Jordan. Erickson back out front. That's Lang. Driving. One-hander. Rebound. Erickson. Back out to Donovan. Donovan, the elbow jumper. That is good. Sam Donovan with 12. So smooth, huh, Barb?
Very, very smooth.
And the pass just a bit high.
Yeah, and again, that's where I think they're trying to get it inside, and I get it, but they may have to keep it outside for a while.
Yeah. We're talking about the Huskies who have held teams to less than 40 points. Only 2 teams have scored more than 40 against them. Edgewood averaging well over 60 per game. Jordan. Lang. Round and out. Trin with the rebound. Good position. Ooh, you don't have to be big. You just get good position to get a rebound. Trin. Oh, great pass, great conversion. Trin, Madsen to Trin. Trin with the basket.
Teamwork.
Trin with now 4. Jordan, corner, looking for 3, long. Rebound Donovan, and ended up with Erickson. Jordan for 3. Oh, it's good at the buzzer. The bank is open in Edgewood as Jordan scores the 3-pointer. That is a killer.
That was great clock awareness.
27-19. Our score here at the halftime. Barb, that 3-pointer, let's keep that in mind because you're talking about 24-19, a 5-point game. Here you'll see it. Remember, the clock is running down. Jordan realizes it and launches it backboard and in. I don't think you have to call backboard, do you?
It's not just an additional 3 points on the scoreboard. It's a momentum killer.
Yeah. 27-19 our score here as we go to the half. You don't go away. Come right back for more exciting action from Edgewood High School. It's the Edgewood Rams versus the Patterson Mill Huskies. We'll be back. Well, we're back with you at Edgewood High School, the Edgewood Rams and the Patterson Mill Huskies. Barbie, an exciting first half. Patterson Mill started off pretty much dead even. In fact, they had a lead, but then Edgewood got the spurt. Sam Donovan, I think extraordinary things we can say. I can't say enough about the way she plays the game. Not only is she a great player, but very unselfish.
No, you're exactly right. She reminds me of Hidalgo, who plays for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
She steals the ball. She leads teams in steals. she's leading the scorer on the team, and she's just one of those players that you really just can't stop.
Yeah, yeah. And so good to see her completely healthy. Last year, about 7 games she missed with that ankle injury, and she's back healthy now here in her senior year. Just been a wonderful display of Edgewood's being very unselfish, passing the ball well, shooting when they get the opportunity. And Erickson, Jael Erickson, really hasn't found her shot yet. So, if you're Patterson Mill, it's like the poison, Sam Donovan.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, I'm going to say keep shooting. They're going to start falling, so don't get gun shy.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to Patterson Mill. They could have folded the tent and gone away. They were outscoring Edgewood 12 to 9 in that period. No, 12 to 7 actually in that period until Jordan put up that shot. Jasmine Jordan, as the buzzer sounded, off the backboard and in. So sort of a momentum breaker, if you will.
It sure was. Going in the locker room with 5 down is a lot different than going in 8 down.
Yeah. By the way, I had a chance to talk to Mr. Nezis. Did I say it correctly?
You got it that time, yep.
And he helped me with the pronunciation of the last name, and I do apologize for Ante Nezis. I'll try to do a better job with her name here in the second period, in the second half. We're ready to go now. The ball in, great pass, great give, good passing, and the Edgewood Rams there driving the one-hander, and it goes in.
That's good.
Big shot, that by Sophia Marchena, her first 2 of the night, and it'll end up being a 3-point opportunity. Boy, Barb, that's a big basket starting off the second period. Can't get the 3-pointer to fall. Rebound to Jordan. Jordan bringing it up. Erickson, and now Lang.
Yeah, converting that free throw and getting those 3 points right back. That could have been huge.
Erickson had the opportunity to shoot, didn't take it. Taken away. Is that Marchena? Oh, great defense by Lang. Marchena, the sophomore. Donovan. Erickson looking for 3. There it is. There's the 3. He's got 6 now. Donovan leading all scorers with 12. Trin from the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound. Rebounds it and won't fall. Lang comes away with it. With a couple of shots that haven't gone in that could have. Jordan. Donovan, reverse layup, won't fall. Battling under the basket, finally taken away by Marchena.
I think Patterson Mill got away with one there.
They did.
Gave him 3 chances. You'd think one would fall.
Marchena gives it up. Madsen. Erickson gets it. Boy, great defense by Head that time. Lang, wide open, little short jumper, gets it to fall. Chris Lang now has 5. A 5-2 run to start the second half. Jeff Burrows calling a timeout. Good timeout, Barb.
It was a good timeout. You know, we talked at halftime about Patterson Mills kind of making adjustments after the injury to Nessus. And, they said defense was their strength. And I think they're missing her a little bit on the defensive end.
They are, and playing without the key ingredient, Adriana Nezis. This is the first game they played without her. Her dad showed us the image of what happened in that Aberdeen game late in the game. Kind of a freak accident where the player came up and hit her from the side, and just that right knee buckled. And now the MRI has shown that her ACL is indeed torn. So she'll recover.
She will.
She'll
She's young.
work at it.
She'll recover. She'll do her physical therapy and strength training.
Her dad said that it was, given that injury, as bad as it could have been, it was not quite as bad as it could have been. It was sort of a clean, if you will, tear.
Yeah, so we're still early in the third period. There's still time, down by 11.
Patterson Mill, a 10-game winning streak coming in, 13-1 on the year. Madsen with the attempt, unable to get it to fall.
Tough pass.
Good catch. Jordan looking for three, back of the rim. Donovan, rebound. Blocked by Madsen. Scrambling for the ball, and it's going to go.
I assume it's out of bounds on somebody, but who could tell?
Boy, great action there for the basketball.
Yeah, good hustle on both teams.
Sophia Marchena, sophomore. Nice left-handed chop by Riley Madsen.
Yeah, she's working hard under those boards.
She's got 8 now.
Looks like they're kind of leaning on her a little bit, trying to get the ball inside to her.
Crane almost to take away. Erickson, Donovan gets the rebound. Push is going to be called, so the hustle of Donovan pays off. Foul on Crane.
That was on Crane. I believe that's her second.
Yeah, her second foul. Nobody in real foul trouble at this point on either team.
A couple players with 2, but.
Erickson. Great passing. Nice call by the official. Lang looked like she took a step before she put the ball down. A lot of times you get away with that ball, but the officials are right on it.
I'll tell you, I didn't see it. I wasn't sure what the call was.
Yeah. Okay. Stephen Mason, I believe, with the call. Dave Snyder and Jeff Rawls, the 3 officials tonight. That left-handed turn shot won't go by Madsen. Here comes Erickson, gives it up to Lang. Lang right-handed. Normally a left-hander, she's now got 7 points. Boy, great look by Erickson. Great conversion by Lang.
Yeah, she was pretty wide open under there.
Ball stripped away. Nezis had the ball stripped, but she'll retain possession. Crane will sit down. Foul is going to be called. Nezis will go to the line, shooting 2. Auntie Nezes, a freshman, has 5 on the night. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2.5 steals. Straight A student, by the way. Plays field hockey. Makes the second.
That's what you got to do, score when the clock's not running.
That helps.
It does.
Back within 10. Inside it goes. No foul called. Madsen gets the rebound. Marchena with it. Marchena, the sophomore. This is a good pass. Getting it back, and the basket will be good.
I'm not sure all those are passes, but they worked out.
Madsen with the basket. She's now got 10. That's her season average. Over 900 points in her career. Donovan. Cut off. Great defensive job.
She wisely let the ball go. I mean, it was going to be their ball anyway, but.
You see why that team, Patterson Mill, is so tough on the defense. 3
there
points, sky ball. Marchena is showing the crowd how she did it. I don't think she even saw the basket with that defensive play. Erickson. Donovan. Rebound, won't fall. foul is finally called. Going to the line, shooting too, will be Samaya Head. Samaya has 4 points on the game. Samaya, the Joppatown transfer.
And that foul is on Sophia Trin, her third.
Samaya 11.7 points per ball game. Her dad, Jermaine Head, was the coach for many years at Joppatown. Her brother plays pro ball in Spain. Lang. It's going to be Edgewood ball. But Chris Lang has just kind of quietly played a great game.
She has. She's not scoring a lot of points. Well, actually she is. But you're right. She's going about it quietly.
Erickson, and out of bounds it goes. It'll go to Edgewood.
Way to go, Sam! Good job, Jill.
Coming up on the 2-minute and 40-second mark left here in the third. Erickson looking for three over the back of the rim, no good. You can see a bit of frustration on the face of J.L. Erickson.
Well, like I said, you got to keep shooting. You won't score if you don't shoot.
Yeah, she's proven she can do it. She's a 35% three-point shooter. Made one tonight. Good recovery by Patterson, though.
Tough pass at the feet. Oh,
Recovered
nice.
it somehow. Still the ball will not go in. Head with the rebound. Here comes Jordan. Finds Erickson underneath. Back out to Lang. Lang driving. Out of bounds it goes. It will go to Patterson Mill. Good job by Riley Madsen, hustling underneath. Riley with 10 points as her team back within 34-29. Madsen, hit it, falls in.
Play.
She had 6 in the second period, now 6 in the third period.
Well, look now, Don, it's a three-point game.
So you thought Patterson Mill would fold to 10 and go away, huh? No, I don't think so. 13-1 coming in. Impressive. And Madsen, you talked about it going inside to her. They know that's where their strength is. Madsen is not a jumper per se. Here you'll see how she makes this shot. Just good with both hands. That left hand is quite a weapon. Riley Madsen.
She reminds me of, you watch college ball and they call them the bigs underneath, and they can do it right-handed and left-handed, and they got all these moves. That's what she's doing tonight.
She is. You're right. Yeah. There you see Coach Laguerre talking to his Edgewood team saying, hey, if you thought this game was in the bag, it is not. Patterson Mill, a team that is here tonight to try to show that they belong. It's a young team. Yeah, they've got 3 senior starters, but the 2 twins, the Nezis twins, did I say it correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Close.
Yep.
The one, of course, Andriana, who's hurt now and out for the year. Auntie, who taken the mantle. Sophia Marchena, the sophomore, who was a part-time starter, has sort of taken the place of Adriana.
It's our ball, right?
3 minutes, I should say 1 minute 53 seconds left of the 3-point game. Edgewood's ball. A little bit of token pressure there.
A little
on the
bit.
part,
I don't think Edgewood's going to worry about it too much. Or
Mark
maybe
Shannon.
we're just guarding
Looks like they're playing what, maybe a
Donovan.
box
Yeah.
of 1 or something. Marchena is on Donovan.
I haven't noticed. Maybe they've been doing that since the start of the quarter.
Erickson cut off. Wild pass goes out of bounds. A chance for Patterson Mill with a 3 to tie this game. They were down 27-19 at the half after that 3-point shot by Jordan. Crane. Inside.
Wow.
Somehow Madsen got it off.
Yep.
It's a 1-point game.
Let's get it to
has
Madsen.
14.
She'll find a way to put it in.
Almost a takeaway.
Almost a steal.
And it is now a steal. Madsen comes up with the ball. A chance for Patterson Mill to go ahead. What a comeback by the Huskies. Crane. That's the right place to go. Madsen, this time a roll-out ball. Head gets the rebound. Erickson driving, blocked away. That was Madsen.
I think it's the Madsen Donovan show here in the gym.
Donovan yet to score here in the third period. Right place to go. Good block.
Yeah, I think Patterson Mill changed up their defense, and you're right. They're one-on-one with Donovan, and she hasn't scored. I'm not even sure she's taken a shot, has she?
Maybe one. 11 seconds left. 19 and a half on the game clock. Big block.
Good
Blocked
block.
by Head. Here's Donovan
Here she
shooting the
goes.
three, making the
There
three.
you go. She says, "No,
Sam Donovan.
don't forget about me," she says.
5 seconds. Got to get it off.
Shoot it.
Nope, he will not go. Boy, that's 2 3-pointers. One at the end of the half by Jordan off the backboard. That one clean through by Donovan. She had been shut out that entire third period, picked up 3. She now has 15. Her team up by 33-27. Here you'll see the replay. Watch how pure. Stop, pop. Nothing but net. I don't think it even touched the net. It went through so cleanly. Sam Donovan. Headed for Towson University to play basketball next year. Had 10 points in the first period, 2 in the second, and was shut out from that point. There you see Edgewood assistant coach Krista Minitry talking to her team.
Yeah, so if I did my math right, Patterson Mill outscored Edgewood 14-10 that quarter.
Okay, let's see. Patterson Mill had 8 to 6. Is that correct? It was 27-19. Now it's 37-33. No, you're right, and I
Yeah,
apologize.
you got your numbers backwards.
I put my numbers down wrong. 37-33. Thank you, Barb. That's why you were a mathematician all your life. Me, I was a history teacher. We don't do math. Math we don't do. Well, here we go now. 8 minutes left, 8 exciting minutes, 37-33. The Rams leading by 4. Patterson Mill had closed within 1 when Donovan made that big shot. It's Naja Delmina
Oh, steal.
taken away. Here's Crane. Oh,
Tough
great
pass.
pass.
Oh,
of
nice
bounds.
play.
That's Marchena.
Got no other choice.
Erickson had done that in the first half. This time
Right.
Marchena did it. Finding somebody to hit the ball off of. Madsen will trigger it in. They want to get the ball back to her. Madsen has it. He's going to be fouled. So tough around that basket.
Yep, and that's what they're looking to do. Again, get to the line with clock stopped.
You could see they asked Madsen to take the ball, and throw it in. She did. Makes the first. Now has 15 on the night.
I think that foul was on Samaya Head. I think that's her third.
They don't show it on the scoreboard. Erickson. Head. Madsen. And now Nessi's with the ball. Big rebound by Donovan.
She was looking for somebody to cut through, and they didn't.
Oh, great pass, great conversion. The pass to Head
Just good patience on Edgewood's part.
from Dalmeda, so Head gets the basket. Had her pinned inside that time. Oh, great look. Dalmeda puts it up over her head. If that had gone in, that would have been a...
That would have been on the highlight reel.
It would have been. Crane with the basketball. Erickson overplaying, looking for three. Bounces around, will not fall. Good job by Riley. Riley Madsen tying them up. Edgewood will get the alternating possession. But that was a nice job by Dalmeda. Nadja Dalmeda, number 21, in for Lang, and now Lang comes back in the game. She gave us some good minutes.
She did. Gave Lang a little bit of a rest. Not that she needed it, but now she can go down the stretch fresh. Well, I think we're switching it. Is it Patterson Mills ball?
I don't know. The alternating shot clock looked like it was going to Edgewood.
Yeah,
maybe
they didn't flip the arrow.
Yeah. So we'll be Patterson Mill ball. Madsen unable to convert that one.
I think she was surprised how open she was.
And now the alternating possession goes to Edgewood. Well, you're right. That was a shot she normally would make. Left a little bit short. Riley with 15 points now, leading all scorers. I say Riley Madsen. Sorry, Riley. Crane comes out and says, hey, you just can't hold the ball. Giving up Jordan. Erickson will take it and make it.
There's a three.
JL Erickson with her second three. She's got 6 on the night. Checking 9 on the night.
Oh.
Big shot by Crane.
Timeout called. This is the kind of game I wanted, where they got to call timeout and make a plan.
Almost looked like that could have been a foul call on that.
It did. I agree with you.
Jeff Burrows is asking the official, don't you think she was fouled on that one? No foul called. 42-36, a 6-point game. You'll see this and think for yourself. Well, no, the hands were up.
Yeah, they were up.
Yeah, in vertical. I bow to you, Mr. Official.
Yeah, I think that was a good no call now that we get to see it again.
Why would I question the officials? They get paid to do the job, and they do it well. Officials on the night, Stephen Mason, Dave Snyder, and Jeff Rawls. There you see the Edgewood bench. This has been, Barb, the kind of game we hoped it would be. Not one-sided at all. Back and forth they've gone.
Yeah,
Edgewood has maintained its lead since early in that first period.
We've never had it come down this, but do you know how many timeouts each team gets?
No, I don't.
It's not on the board because it's obviously not going to come down. You're not going to be able to foul to get them to the free throw line, but it might come down to that.
Yeah. No pressure yet. Neither team has really pressured the other team in terms of a full court press. Chris Lang. Rebound to Madsen.
Boy, how many rebounds does she have tonight?
She has really come on in the second
both
half.
sides, offense and defense. Tough pick.
Looking for three. Good! That's Crane from the corner. Riley Crane now has 8 points.
Back to 3 points.
This Patterson Mill team will just not go away. Missing their leading scorer. Erickson. Lang. Little jumper shot, and it falls in. Chris Lang, a big, big basket.
That was a very athletic play she just made.
She's got 9 points. Trin. Inside it goes. But that Edgewood defense is really collapsing on Madsen when she gets the ball. Erickson, left-handed. Rebound Trin. Trin gets it ahead to Crane. Crane headed it cut off. Makes the
Good
shot.
job to
Wow.
avoid the steal and put the
Riley
ball up.
Crane.
Wow.
She's got 7 in this fourth period. 10 total, has her team back within 3.
And Sophia Trin is hawking Donovan. She's been doing it for the entire second half. I think it's been effective.
Yeah. Now the double team. Good pass to Erickson. Going to be blocked from the corner. Donovan, back of the rim. There's that young lady, Madsen, with the rebound. A chance to tie with a three-pointer. Crane. Foul not called. Alternating possession could stay here with Patterson Mill. Patterson Mill gets Layla Clark in the game, number 10.
Madsen is coming out to take a break. Crane says, that's okay, I got you covered.
Riley Crane.
I don't think she'll be able to stay out too long, though.
Crane has 10 points in this fourth
Can
period.
tie it up with this free throw.
Wow. Bounces around, no. Rebound Head. 3 minutes, 29 seconds, you see, and counting. Jordan, corner, Erickson. Good! J.L. Erickson. Her third 3 of the night. She's now got 12. Driving. Great block by Edgewood. Erickson gives it up. Lang from the corner. Good, Lang! Another 3. Chris Lang now has 12. Wow. And they get within a point, and Edgewood has the answer. 2 big three-pointers.
Yes, they do. And Patterson Mill wisely calls a timeout, so we got to stop this.
That's amazing. Boy, what a comeback by Patterson Mill, and then Edgewood had the answer.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Here you'll see. Watch Lang, how she sets her feet, gets behind that line. Boom, right through the net.
How many three-pointers is that for Edgewood tonight? Do
And you
know?
asked me that. Let's see. Lang has 1. Donovan has 3. That's 4. Erickson has 3. That's 7. And 1 by Jordan. That 1 in the end of the second half, or second period. So I lost track. How many was that?
7 or 8. And I think Patterson Mill's got maybe half of that.
Yeah,
half
Patterson
that.
Mill has 2 by Crane and 1 by Marquina.
Yeah, that's tough when you got 3 players who can put that three-pointer up at a pretty good ratio.
Riley, who now has, let's see, 9 points in the fourth period alone. She's kept her team, Patterson Mill, in the game. Meantime, Chris Lang has now 12. She's got 5, including that killer three-pointer.
Yeah, and Madsen's back in the game after this timeout.
J.L. Erickson has 2 three-pointers. Barb, you said it, keep shooting. If you're a three-point shooter, you know, it's going to go in. She did, and it has. Trying to get the ball into Madsen. They do. Turning, bounces around. That ball was 3/4 down, it didn't go. Looking for 3, front of the rim, bounces around, won't fall. Big rebound by
Tough
Head.
rebound.
Donovan takes it all the way. Sam Donovan.
Patterson Mill's got to be careful. They've got to get some points on the board quickly.
Donovan now with 17. Oh, bounces off of Madsen. Pass a little bit low. Head. Back up front it goes. Now Erickson. Back of the rim, no good. Tough rebound and a tough foul. Foul's going to be on Trin.
I think that's her 4th foul.
Head will go to the line. She'll shoot 2.
So we only have just under 2 minutes, so might be okay.
Samaya Head. She got 6 points on the night. That was quite a foul. She got hit hard, went down, hit the floor hard as well. Gets it to fall. Lead back up to 10. Remember just a moment ago it was a 1-point game.
Just a little while ago.
I think Samaya may still be a little bit
Yeah, a little
shaken up.
shaken up.
from
I
that
agree
foul.
with you.
So let's see
think-
what Pattersonville can do in the last minute 50. Down by 10. Trin. Lang on her. Marchena
No.
had the right idea, but
Yeah,
passed
she
it away.
did.
Trying to be unselfish.
At this point, they might need 3-pointers to get back in this. We got a minute and a half left.
Lang. Foul committed by Marchena. I don't know how many fouls they have when they'll be shooting. Donovan. Trin on her.
I think that's what they're trying to do, Don. They're trying to get him to the line, but and that's the new this foul rule. It resets every quarter. It's tough to do.
Yeah. Erickson now. Erickson recovers it, and she's fouled. Fouled by Crane.
It's her third, I believe.
Like you say, they're trying to get Edgewood to the line to get the time to stop. Minute 25. 10-point game. Erickson. Foul on Crane.
That's going to be her fourth. This might be a good plan, but if everybody fouls out.
Yeah, especially with that bench being so thin.
Yeah.
Looks like now they do go the 1-and-1.
Yep.
Erickson will be shooting 1 to get another, the 83-point shooter.
I think they don't do the 1-and-1 anymore, Don. It's
You're
all
right.
it's all twos.
I'm corrected. Thank you, Barb. It is a 2-shot foul. Makes the second. Blocked by Edgewood. Here come the Rams. Lang. Foul will be called. Lang will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. Lang averaging 5.2 points per game, has now 10 with a chance to, actually has 12 with a chance to make it 13 or 14. I mean, Donovan has been a star, but Lang has been the unsung hero, I think, for Edgewood.
I remember watching her a few years ago, and I think Donovan's still healthy then, but the two of them were dominating the game.
Lang gets the rebound. Donovan gives up the shot. Great pass. Erickson, and gets it to
Converts.
fall. Putting the game pretty much out of reach at this point with a 13-point lead. Driving. Rebound. Donovan. Erickson. Lang, right-handed, puts it up and good. I say right-handed because she's a natural left-hander. 25 seconds left. It's now a 15-point game. Marchena blocked 10.6 seconds left in this game. The Edgewood Rams looks like they will go to 14-2. Meantime, the second loss of the year for Patterson Mill as their 10-game win streak will come to an end. Got to get it in and do. Good pass, good shot. Marchena with the basket. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will end the game as the Edgewood Rams will win it by a final score of 58-45. Barb Solberg, give Patterson Mill credit. They come in undermanned with an injury to their high scorer. Yet they're able to get the game within 1 point. Had a chance to tie it, missed the free throw, but then Edgewood had the answer.
No, they did it. They had the answer. Edgewood just for a spurt of 2 minutes there, they just couldn't be stopped. Those 3-pointers were just falling in.
Thanks for coming.
But as a coach, you like to see that when the going gets tough. You got to put the pedal down.
Just adding up the points here, looks like 17 leading all scorers Sam Donovan, 14 for Chris Lang, and 15 for J.L. Erickson. And if my figures are right, she comes up 2 points short.
Yeah,
of getting her
I think she's going to get it
point.
this year. No doubt about that.
Looking then for the Patterson Mill Huskies, 15 for Riley Madsen, 2, 4, 7, 9, 12 for Riley Crane, getting 10 of those, or 9 of those, I should say, in the fourth period. So that is our final score. It's a 58-45 win for the Edgewood Rams. A whale of a ball game where both teams showed their ability to come back. They were down, but not down and out. Especially Patterson Mill, again, shorthanded. They were able to come back and get the game within 1 point in that fourth period.
Yeah, and I hope they take this game and they say, okay, we built on it, we did good. I hope it gives them a little confidence going into next week.
Yeah, next week being Falston. They play Falston on a Tuesday night, this being Thursday. So if they can defeat Falston, having lost to them once, they would end up winning the Tidings division. And they would then go be the number 1 seed facing the Edgewood Rams, perhaps in another final coming up in the Outback Final. Barb Solberg, a pleasure. It's been a great game to see, and I hope the fans have enjoyed watching it.
Well, I sure enjoyed it.
Yeah. Barb Solberg, Don Morrison, thanking you for tuning in. Our final score one more time, the Edgewood Rams winning by a final score of 58-45. Good night, everyone.